Hello YouTube, welcome back to another 4-Color Films video. This time we're going to be talking about the comic show we went to. Yes, it's been a long time, but we actually were able to go to an actual bona fide comic book show, which it's been a year and a half since I've been to an actual show. I mean, there were a couple of, I think there was a toy show last weekend, which I'll do a little piece on, but it was not very much there, and there were no comics really to speak of at that show very much at that point. So this was the first actual comic book show we were able to go to. So me and my buddy Comics Redo went out there to go and see what they had. And it was the Berkeley Comic Con, which they decided to have in El Cerrito this time because they had a little bit of trouble finding a spot. But they did find a nice place to have a show. It was a very small show. There's only about 2 rooms, actually 3 rooms, 2 very small ones, and then one larger room. So a lot of space for some vendors. Must have been, I'd say, maybe like 10 to 12 different vendors of different sizes, depending. A couple of the big players like A1, Short Boxed, and then some other ones, some more localized comic shops from around the area, including Lee's Comics was there, which I haven't seen them in a long time. So it was nice to touch base with a couple of people from the old haunts and the old stable from the old comic shows, and great to go and hunt for some books. So what did we find? Let me show you. First up, a copy of Paper Girls. I never turned down a chance to get this book at a good price. Obviously it's $25, but I was able to talk it down to far less than that with a couple of books in the process. There's a TV show coming out on Netflix, I believe. It's a great Brian K. Vaughan book. And then I was able to also bundle in this comic, which is Avengers 227, which is the first cover appearance of Monica Rambeau. So I wanted to have that one in the collection as well. Not a bad grade, probably like maybe a 7 or so. Picked up this Fantastic Four King Size Annual, which is number 4. I think it's a first appearance of the Golden Age Human Torch in the Silver Age. I'll verify that in the notes below, but I think that's the case. Fairly cheap, it was $60, but again, knocked it down a little bit more. What I love about shows is that you can always haggle, and I think that is the best part about going to a show, is that it's never the price that they set. More often than not, there's always a little bit of room to, especially if you're going to buy a couple of books, make a good offer, and then also come to agreement based on that, and get everybody walks away happy with you with some good books and a little bit of money off, and they get to move some books. And the best part, of course, is no tax or anything like that or shipping involved, so it's always go and get it, which I love about a show. And from our vendor, I picked up a classic Atom. This is number 29 Atom, which is a first appearance of the Golden Age Atom, which I love, a classic Golden Age Silver Age team up. Fairly good quality. It might be like maybe a 6 or so. And then I got these 2, which is a Green Lantern. I think it's like 34 and 41 if I recall. But this is a big deal for me because these are like, not great quality for that one. This one's a little bit better. But now I'm done. Like, I actually have a great full run now of Green Lantern Showcase 22 to 2024, and then I have Green Lantern 1 to 90 now. This fills the gap, and now I've gotten my complete run that I want to get. Because even though it goes on from there, 90 is kind of where they took a big pause, and they turned off the Green Lantern spigot at that point, and it became nothing for a long time, and then came to life a bit in the backup story of the Flash, and then finally back again a couple of years later. So to me, it was a nice run that you can get just an end cap on, because it ends with a lot of the Neil Adams stuff, which is always some of my favorite books in the whole series. So, and the classic Gil Kane started series, so can't go wrong with the series in my opinion. And so it's good to have this. And now I'm done, which is kind of amazing. I never thought I'd get here, but here we are. And then the last book I picked up was kind of a bigger one, which is this, Journey into Mystery number 86. So, Thor's 83 is the first one. 84 is the first, oh my God, one with like its name. Holy cow. Jane Foster. Yeah, there it is. Sorry. Wow. Took a second. 85 is the first Loki and appearance of Odin, but 86 is the first full appearance of Odin. And so I wanted to get this book and was able to get a good price on it, even though it's not a great copy. It's definitely like a lower grade, probably like maybe a 3 or so. There's quite a lot of it's a little bit of a bend inside the cover, but it still presents really well to me. And I think it's a great cover with a strong image of Thor across the cover, more of a monotone background. It really pops, and I think I really love this issue. So there you go. That one's off the list too. So fantastic. Show a picture here of some stuff that Comics Review got as well. He picked up a couple of Iron Mans for his collection, and then yeah, we walked away. It took us. We spent a good couple hours there. There were a great variety of vendors there. Some were better organized than others. There are some people that had actually like long boxes just full of just random stuff, loose. I was like, wow, that's one way to do it. And there's some people that were very much more organized that had everything in alphabetical order or by grade or age, and was easy to get to. I will say some of these small rooms were a bit hard to navigate because there wasn't much room for more than a couple people in front of a booth at one time. And some of the more popular booths had people just going through all the boxes, so you had to wait a little bit to kind of get in front of them. But at the same time, it wasn't overwhelming. It didn't feel like it was crushing at any point. It just felt like you just got to bide your time and go to the booth when you have a chance. So it was put on by House of Comics, was one of the founders of this BerkeleyCon. He was there. So kudos to him for putting on a great show with a great attendance and some good vendors there. So to me, it was a fun show, good mix of things from new modern stuff to really older Golden Age and Silver Age books, slabs and unslabs. So nice variety of titles and vendors, and I had a good time. So looking forward to do a few more shows. Hopefully things open up a bit more now going forward. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.